on the blended families.
Yeah.
You said blended families don't
Blend
work.
smoothies, not families.
Why you call it blend smoothies?
No, I said
agree.
blend smoothies, not families.
Oh.
there are instances where it works, but it is very rare if you look at the statistical data.
Okay.
It's
I
they have
agree.
the
I don't do
highest.
blended
They have the highest failure rate. Nuclear families have like a 50% rate. Like in terms of marriage, they have a 50-50 chance of working out. With blended families, it's like a 70 to 80% failure rate.
Right. So we have someone in here, right? They have a blended family.
Who has a blended family?
We're not talking. No, we're
I'm
not
about
even
to say,
talking about
'cause
you. This is somebody different.
I don't have a blended family.
They have a blended family. They are with someone, and their significant other is okay with their child's father being in the picture,
What you mean? by
like
that?
at events, things of
Something
that
wrong with
nature.
The
But
other person can't be there.
I mean,
yeah,
but it's like blended family. Like, oh, I got two dads type thing.
But you don't. You got one father. One. You about. I mean, you see. Listen, my opinion is my opinion.
Okay.
I don't know why everybody G-string
But
is in a knot
what's your
because of my
opinion
opinion.
exactly? Like,
No,
what's
no,
the full-
no. I'm talking, but this is
Okay,
a whole
I'm talking-
separate situation, right?
All right.
From what we were talking about, right?
So you saying the other parent just comes around to things? That's what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Yes.
Like events
Okay.
and stuff.
And the parent is allowing them, like the parent, the main parent. All right, we're talking about Jasmine, right? She says she has a stellar co-parenting situation.
So I'm trying to figure out what the
Yeah,
problem. I didn't hear a problem yet.
I was like,
I know, but-
I could never.
But I'm trying to find where's the problem. What happened? So the person's coming around.
but no, it's not a problem. But she says a blended family doesn't work. It should be for
look,
blended.
you got
But I
that
don't
big
believe
old
in.
computer.
I don't
Look up
believe
the
in.
statistics.
I wanna
you
know
might
you-
rock with me. I don't believe in blended family. What's a?
But you
I don't
said
have
that.
But
No, I don't have a blended family. I have a family.
That's it's.
No,
let's-
I have
please
a family.
Please look up
I have a family.
A blended family
I have
and
a
a nuclear
family.
family
I
are
don't-
two
listen,
different things.
I'm not used. I didn't say nuclear. I didn't say nothing. I
No,
didn't say.
you
But
didn't
I
say
don't
that.
know.
You didn't say
I
that. But when
have
somebody says a nuclear family,
Really?
it's a different
I
from
didn't say
a
that.
blend.
And
No,
I'm not
I'm
saying
not
that.
saying
Yeah.
that you're saying that. I'm saying that. A nuclear family is when you have two, like if two people who have no kids, they come together, they create their own child.
Okay.
That would be considered a nuclear family. There's no children from other relationships in the mix. Whereas what you would have would be technically a blended family. Even if you don't, if you
I don't care
want
what. I have people that I love and they love me. I don't know about titles. I don't know about.
I mean, but it is
Putting
what
this
it
on
is.
that, I don't. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know about that. I have a family. I have
Nuclear
love.
family
We have relationships.
is referring to the blood relation.
I understand with the, but everybody don't live by certain
right.
laws, rules.
All right.
or
So
what people
so
say.
basically, Jasmine, she has a daughter, or she has two kids, right? And
Jasmine, you got two kids.
yeah, she has two kids, and she's not with the father of the two kids, but she's with someone else, and he is like, he's like stepping up, right? Like he's around.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
I'm trying to find a problem.
he's daddy number two, in a way. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
No, well, he's another figure in the house.
Yeah,
he's another what is?
All right, so now, like the other day we was having a conversation, and I was like, you're like, I have a baby moms, right? I found out we wasn't that cool when she got married, right? And I was like, damn, I thought I was gonna come to the wedding, and she was like, no, and I'm like, oh shit, I thought we supposed to do it like this, and then that kind of fucked me up, like, oh maybe this ain't really what it's supposed to be.
You really wanted to go to the wedding?
Maybe
I thought she was gonna invite me.
Would you have
I don't
went?
know what you know.
I would have went.
Oh no, absolutely.
I was with someone at the time, and it was like, okay, like this is where we at. This is my daughter's mom. She,
I want to know how she feel about a lot of things. So hurry up with your story.
right. So, so the thing with that was, I thought we was gonna blend the families, and that showed me right there that's not gonna be it. Do you feel like?
I would never.
What is it you want?
As long as this carpet is gray. I would never invite any of my exes. I would never invite nobody I even used to talk to my wedding. Why? Why you? Well, I'm gonna be honest. I would never want a wedding. I would prefer something small and quick at the church, or a courthouse wedding. I was a bridesmaid twice, and it completely turned me off the weddings. I would never want a wedding. But no,
No, you would never
you
do that.
wildin'. So you can object and embarrass me? You're crazy.
So
So you scared of that?
Like, that's still my box. No, it's not. No, it's not.
All right, cool. So let's get back into a different situation, Jace. You meet a young man, and the young man has a child.
Goodbye.
But he's a great.
Goodbye.
I respect that. That's how you feel. That's cool.
I don't have any kids.
Yeah. That's,
if I
that's
had a kid, it might be different.
That's cool.
Probably not. But goodbye.
What? Why is it a goodbye? Like, he's a great guy.
Well, she's single. She can choose anybody she wants.
No. I'm just talking about
he's a
for
great
shit
kid
sake.
to somebody else's child. How do I benefit from him being a great father? That's not my child. Go work it out with your baby.
You said,
mama.
how do you benefit from him being a gay?
You're a great father to your child, right? To that child is not my child. How do I benefit?
But if y'all have a child together,
I would never have a child with a man who
No, I'm
already
just
has a
you
child.
said how you been. You know you have a good father.
I would never have a child with a man who already has a child. And
listen,
you have some men who
that's
some people who they don't
understandable.
treat all their kids the same. Some people
And
don't
that
treat. They
could be
got a
true,
fade.
too. Anything can happen.
So
yeah,
no.
I respect the fact that at least you know what you want and you're doing it from jump a certain way. That's respectable.
And if it don't work out, I'll die alone.
So here's the thing: you meet Mr. Right, no kids. You know what I'm saying? You dig into his background. Everything is beautiful. Y'all going beautiful for years. You get married. You have kids. Something happens with him. He starts drinking. He starts beating on you. You need to get away from him. What happens now? You never meet another man for the rest of your life.
I don't believe in divorce. And I don't believe
That's
in
cool.
divorce.
So you'll stay with him whooping your ass for
You're not letting me
amount of
finish.
years?
You're not letting me finish.
Okay.
I don't have separation. I don't have an issue with, but I don't believe in divorce. I didn't say I would stay. Divorce, I would have to go to the courthouse and file. I would never file for divorce.
Okay.
I'll file for legal separation if that. And let's be clear, no niggas putting hands on me. No niggas that dumb.
Listen, people
but
do
I
it-
get. So he might.
you and him split. It is what it is.
He might have that voluntary retardation and decide he want to risk
everybody
it all
is
that one
scared of
day.
everybody anyway. We all got people that love us and run
You don't
wild.
have to be scared of me.
No, I'm just saying in general because sometimes people be like, "Oh, I got cousins, I got brother, I got." Some people don't even care about that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, he don't have to care. He don't have to
some
care.
people don't care about that because they'll do what they do, and they got people that love them and do it. So some people just do what they want and don't care too.
Those are not. I'm gonna be honest. Those are not issues that.
But I'm just saying.
As soon as he even attempted.
I got you. So what would you do then? So if somebody
if he's beating on me or he has a drinking problem for my safety and the kids, I would separate myself and make sure that me and my kids are safe. But I'm not filing for divorce.
So you'll never date again, or you'll keep trying to.
I don't believe in divorce. If me and him are married, why would I go be with somebody else? Isn't that adultery?
So you'll be with him
Isn't that
forever,
adultery?
though?
I will never file for divorce. We can separate. We can separate. I will
Okay,
never
that's cool.
file
So
for
once y'all
divorce.
separate, you'll never be with another man for the rest of your life?
At that point, my focus is my children.
So for the
What if
rest
he
of your life,
dies?
so
Yes.
What if they die?
My focus is my
Listen,
kids. I'm not my kids.
she'll be an old maid, never messing with another man
My
for
kids
the
will
rest
not
of her
have no
life.
stepfather.
That's all right.
Why not?
I don't
all right.
believe. Why would I give my kids a stepfather?
All right, here
I
we
don't
go.
believe,
You know why?
I don't believe in
You know-
blended families.
listen, you know
why am I going to give my kids a stepfather?
Let me give you a great example.
Families.
It's this guy, we all may know him. His name is Shaquille O'Neal, right?
Go ahead, because y'all love using that nigga.
He took on what his stepfather's name. His stepfather one who
That's
taught him how
still
to
not
play.
his child.
You said what? And the stepfather taught him how to play basketball.
They can do
helped
40.
him get in school, did everything.
They can do
You know what I mean?
45
So you
DNA
can't
test.
tell me-
Shaq will never be
It
that
don't
man's child.
matter.
Yes,
Guess
it
what? You know why it
does.
don't
Yes,
matter?
it does.
You know why it don't
matter to
Because
you.
guess what?
It doesn't matter to you.
Your own biological, your own blood can do mean, hurtful things to you.
You know
so
that,
it doesn't matter. Guess what life is about?
We know
life
that
is not
you
about
know,
blood.
you know the risk that you're taking when you decide to have a child. You know that it could go this way, it could go that way.
Do you have any
I would
friends?
rather. I do.
You have friends, right?
Uh-huh.
Have you and your friends ever got into it with people before? Like, if your homegirl's about to get jumped, would you help her?
Of course.
Why? It's not blood. It's
That's
not
my
your sister.
homegirl. That's
not your sister. It's not blood.
You're comparing
Why?
that.
Listen,
you're
let me
comparing that
get
to
there. Let
me.
me
You're
make my
that
point.
to me raising an egg I didn't lay or hatch.
But see, let me make my point. Why would you help her?
Because that's my friend.
Your friend, you love her, right?
Yeah, I got love for her.
Yeah, you love her. You have a life relationship with her.
I would
right?
go hard for I'll go hard for my blood relative though.
I got you. So why can't somebody else have that type of love for somebody else?
You can have whatever
life is about love and relationships.
You asked me a question, right?
It's about.
You asked me a question, right? You can have whatever type of love
you
you want to have for somebody. But as for me, I'm not taking on a child that is not biologically mine because I do not understand. I don't see what I would get out of it.
You get
Why does it have
life
to?
in relationships?
A non-emotional response because niggas is always
But
giving
it don't matter because
a non-emotional response. A
but guess
non-emotional.
what?
A non-emotional response.
You got to understand what life means to
A
certain people.
non-emotional response.
I'm not going that way because
But I'm
listen,
I'm
the way
asking you
I
for
live
a
my life,
non-emotional
I don't want
response.
that. You're not going to get that from me because I live my life
So
the
you
way
don't
I
have
live
you
my
don't have
life.
a non-emotional response.
I don't
You don't
need
have
nothing else. I don't need nothing else. All I need.
He don't have a non-emotional response.
All I need is
he don't have a non-emotional response.
love, life,
Okay,
and a good
so-
relationship.
so-
That's what life is about for me.
How do you
So I
benefit
don't
from taking
care for
care?
all
How
that
do you
things.
how do you benefit from raising another man's child?
What you mean? How you benefit from it? Does that child love you? Do you love them back?
Non-emotional.
Do you
please.
have a good relationship
You can
with
get- you
them?
can get love
Do they
from
bring you joy? Do they bring you joy in certain
why
ways?
would
It
you
is
not
what
want
it
to? Why would you
is.
not want to do those things and get those things from your own child?
You can do that with your own child, other kids, other people. It doesn't matter.
That's not. But that's
It
not what I
doesn't
asked.
matter.
That's not what I
It doesn't
asked.
matter.
That's not what I
I
asked.
have enough love to give to
I
more
asked,
than one
why
person.
would you not want to do that for your own
But
flesh
who
and
said
blood?
you wouldn't want to do that? You could do that with multiple people.
But I'm
You know we
I'm
can
not
love multiple
asking
people,
about
right?
multiple people.
You know?
I'm specifically asking about your own
Who said
flesh
you?
and
But
blood.
you're saying like a person can't do it. You can do
That's
it.
not what I said.
All right,
That's
so
not what
hold
I
on,
asked.
hold on one
That
second.
is what you have.
No.
You said,
Hold
like,
on.
yes, I could do it
I'm
with my
speaking
child.
about your own.
Yes.
Okay, then.
Yes.
So if you can do that with your own flesh and blood, for me, right? I'm a female. I'm not a man.
All right.
So I don't understand what a nigga gets out of investing in another man's legacy.
Who said this is another person's legacy? Like
That man,
How
that
you-
the
you
child.
see, listen,
if
listen.
I'm dating a man and he got a
Blood
daughter,
don't- you-
and that's
you-
not my daughter.
You're too obsessed with blood.
That daughter is him
Let me-
and the baby mother's
Yo,
legacy, correct?
Let me tell
Not
you
my
something.
legacy, correct?
You,
All right.
Thank you.
yes, sir. But you too obsessed with blood. You obsessed with blood because somebody is blood. And some blood don't make you family.
Right.
It's family members that hate
But
each other.
but
what happened
doesn't-
with Cain and Abel?
Can I change
Like
who I'm
blood don't
biologically
mean
related
nothing.
to?
It doesn't mean anything.
Can I change the fact that they are my blood?
No.
Are they still my blood?
But you don't have to
Yeah.
deal with
That's
them
a
though.
fact, correct?
You don't have to
So
deal with them.
I'm dealing with the facts.
You don't have to deal with them.
I'm not
It's
putting
a
my
fact you don't have to
feelings
deal
into
with
it.
them.
Right.
It's a fact you don't have to deal with them.
Anytime I have this discussion with black people be so deep in their feelings. Niggas need to come out of their feelings. I
Yo,
have
you know
yet
what's
to
so
have
crazy?
anybody give
You know
me
what's
a
so crazy?
non-emotional benefit to taking care of a child that is not theirs. 80% of divorces are initiated by who?
Women.
Okay, so when a man decides that he's gonna marry a woman and she already got a child, will she not still leave him?
Right.
8
She'll
times
leave.
out of 10.
She'll leave.
How many of them still fucking their baby father?
How do you know? What
I'm a baby father, so I don't know.
Hey,
A lot
exactly.
of them, a lot of them,
Now- now you just
a
assuming.
lot of them are still. I'm not saying all. I'm not saying all. There's no definite, but a lot of them are still fucking their baby fathers. In certain states, that man can be put on child support for the child that is not biologically his that he stepped up to raise. Why would you want to take the risk?
The risk? What do we? Because I want to live, yo. That's how I live.
Hold on,
I
quick
live.
question.
Like,
How-
Taking risks that could be detrimental to
Yo,
you.
it's not.
Els, how old are you, if you mind me
I'll be
asking?
35 in May.
You be 35. You don't think that mindset would
No.
ever change?
Niggas said that my
It's
mindset
okay.
was going
Shit
to change
stay
when I
that
was in
way.
high school. Didn't change. It'll change. 25 didn't change. About to be 30. No. No.
Listen.
Not my child. Not
So,
my problem.
so you could never meet someone with
Nigga,
a child
I'm
and
not
just like
entertaining no nigga with no kids, bro. I don't want to. I just want to save you and your lung capacity because I don't want you.
Well,
I'm
you-
not entertaining no man
Wait,
with no
you-
kids.
you-
I have no children.
know you,
if a man is dating me, he's not getting nobody's ex-wife. He's not getting nobody's baby mama. I don't want nobody's ex-husband or baby father.
Right.
It's an equal exchange.
You know you running out
I
of
don't got
time
no
out here in
kids.
these
You
streets.
don't have no kids.
Time is ticking for you.
You
at
35
and
years
no
old.
kids.
Wait.
Yo.
Time is ticking for what?
Yeah.
Time is ticking for what
Oh,
exactly?
For the statistics to work out your way.
Time is ticking for what exactly?
What, to have children?
I don't want
No,
children.
I'm not even talking
Oh,
about having
okay.
children.
I don't
I'm
want
listening.
children.
I'm not even talking about
And
children.
even if I did want children, I don't care if time is tick. I'm not gonna go rush and run out and just grab any man, marry any man, have a baby by any man. You wanna
Right.
know why? Because if I make that detrimental decision, who has to live with the consequences? Me, not the people who feel
So-
like I should do something at a certain age. I gotta live with the consequences.
Right.
I feel you. But so you saying any and everything is just a risk. It's always take this risk. Isn't life about taking risks? That's how you know you alive. That's living, yo.
for a nigga
Listen,
who-
you
for a
have
ni-
to fall. You
For
have
a
to get
nigga
up.
who is
you
so
have to do
chocolatey,
things.
you're giving
That's
me
life.
light skin.
That's
It's giving
life.
light
That's
skin,
life.
red bone.
Yo, you know what I'm giving you? You know what I'm giving you?
It's giving caramel.
I'm giving you a strong black man. That's what I'm
Really?
giving you. I'm giving you a man
Really?
that been around. I'm giving you
Really?
a man that holds it down. That's what I'm
Strong
giving you.
men
That's what I'm
raise
giving you,
their
baby
children.
girl.
They invest
That's
in
what I'm
their
giving you.
legacy.
You know what
They
strong
invest
black
in
men
their
do? We
DNA.
raise communities.
Communities. communities.
We
I believe
raise
that.
communities.
Where has that
What
gotten
happened to
y'all?
It Takes a Village?
Where has that
What
gotten
happened to
y'all?
It Takes a Village?
Where-
What happens when it takes to uncles, cousins? When I was young, I could walk down the street because
Who
the whole
let-
neighborhood knew who I was,
Black
and they
women
knew that I was
ruined that.
old kid.
Black
They
women
knew that was
ruined that.
old.
Black
They knew
women
that was
ruined
old
that.
son.
Black women
Times
ruined
is
that.
different. That's the problem.
Black women ruined that.
Listen, we so obsessed
The community and the village should be for those who are doing things the right way. The village and community should not be for people who are having babies out of
I'm paying for kids to go to
wedlock.
college. That's what I'm doing. I'm giving away scholarships.
Congrats.
That's what I'm doing, baby. That's
Congrats.
what I'm doing out here.
You want a cookie?
Yeah, yes. Make sure it's chocolate chip.
I don't got a cookie, but I
want
do got a
chocolate,
candy
but
bar in my
bag. Oh yeah, you can
buenos?
donate to my college for famous, focused, and motivated on understanding success.
And there's nothing
Let's
wrong with
talk
doing
about
that.
it. That's
I'm
what
not
famous
against
stands
helping
for.
anybody,
I
but
know,
helping
but that's
somebody
what I'm
and
saying. This is
raising a child is
community.
two different things.
Listen,
Let's be
we all
very
gotta
clear.
raise each other.
Let's be,
We all gotta raise
let's,
each
Let's be
other.
very
Yes,
clear.
we do.
Children is a
Yes, we do.
huge responsibility. It is
Exactly.
financially, mentally, physically draining.
Absolutely.
If I'm going to do all of that, I can only speak for myself. If I'm going to do all of that, I'm going to do that for my children. I can only speak for myself. What you do, that's your business. If I'm going to go through all of that, I'm going to do it for my children.
So at what age? Listen, when he was talking about, I wasn't talking about Thomas running out for kids. I'm talking Thomas.
Running
The
off.
older you get, the more likely you're not going to find a man that doesn't
I'm
have
not
kids.
expecting to. I'm not looking for a relationship. I
That's
don't
what's up.
want a. I'm
so
not looking.
How can somebody that? So you don't. So at the end of the day, you don't ever want to have a relationship. I'm just asking. How do you feel?
If I give you my, if I desired a relationship, if I give you my first criteria, that eliminates majority of men.
Absolutely.
I'm not
At
delusional.
that age. Yeah, at that age.
That's
the point I'm getting to.
At any age, you
No,
don't know.
It gets
the
worse as you
criteria.
get older. No, I'm just saying it gets
But
worse
you
as
don't
you
know
get
the
older.
criteria.
Wait.
You don't know what my criteria is. At any age, if I give you my first rule, that eliminates most men.
So all right, that eliminates.
So
that
you
eliminates.
just plan. So you don't. So you really
Do you know?
don't.
Would you like to know what the rule is?
Yeah, what's the rule?
What is it?
My first criteria is he has to be God fearing.
Okay.
Most people
understand
in general are not. Say for instance, if you're a man, right? You go to church or whatever the case is, right? If you say I want a God fearing woman, your chances of finding it are slim to none.
But can't you become God fearing? That's I mean,
Why
how many
would I
times
get
people
with a
you
man
can you?
who's
It's a
not-
process.
why would I get?
Everybody's not just saved right away.
Why would I get with somebody in the hopes that they get there and they may never get there? Wouldn't it make sense for me to already, if I'm gonna be with somebody, make sure that they already have the qualities that I want? Because if I pick somebody based on potential, what if they never reach that potential?
did you-
But
A
ain't
lot
that
of
in the
women pick-
Bible? You supposed to teach them the way. That's
Who
just,
teaches?
No. So I'm confused.
Who
So,
teaches?
so you ain't
God-fearing
find
people
you
and
ain't
God-
find that guy yet
But
in
I
church
can't-
since
I
you so
can't-
God fearing.
First
I'm asking you, have you?
just because somebody goes to church, that doesn't mean they have any relationship with God. A lot of people go to church
That's
out
true,
of
but
habits.
I'm just saying that's
No,
that's the
and
closest to find. That's the
number
closest
two,
to
that's a
find
lie.
somebody.
That's a lie. Number
Why
two,
not?
number two. If when I go to
I
church,
go to the store if I want to find food.
Yeah.
you won't let me talk or not?
Yeah, go- I'm listening. Go
okay.
ahead.
Number two, when you go to church to give God glory. You don't go to church looking for a mate.
But you do men gonna talk after.
right.
You don't go to
In a
church
community.
looking for
Yeah,
a
I'm about
mate.
to say.
And hold on,
But you don't have to be looking to find or to acquire.
It is not my
You
job
keep-
to find or acquire.
some
That's not
I'm gonna
my
tell you.
place.
Some people say that even in some, it sounds crazy, but it's true in a way that when you go to church, right, some of the God-fearing men are most likely homosexual.
Then they not God fearing because according
I
to
hear
the
you.
Bible,
I hear you.
if you
I mean,
if you
hold on,
if
wait.
you if you
It's a
if
disclaimer
you
for that.
if you
That
if
was-
you
word.
if you
Exactly.
zesty
Yeah.
if you zesty according to the word,
no,
you're going to the lake of fire.
I
So there's
understand
no
what
way
you're
you can be
saying, but-
homosexual and God fearing. Now, don't get me wrong. Nobody's perfect. We all fall short. Everybody struggle with something. I'm not saying that somebody who is struggling with it, they can't overcome it. There's nothing that God can't do. But you cannot be a practicing homosexual and be God fearing. The same way I can't sling crack and be God fearing. How?
Right. It has
You
to be
can't
a
be a
full
prostitute
lifestyle.
and be God fearing. How? If you in it and you're trying to turn from your ways, that's something completely different. That's completely different from being in something and you're not even making, you're not even trying to change.
All right. What is the oldest you would date?
There you go.
42.
42?
42.
Okay. So the oldest you date was 42.
She put an
What if
exact
you-
number to the
Right.
No,
T.
I'm just saying.
Right. So you meet him, all his kids is grown.
I don't.
Out the house. Wait.
Listen,
Wait.
she-
Let me.
no,
Wait.
I feel like niggas is not hearing me.
Yo, we hear you.
When
I
I
won't be
say
at
no
Disney World,
kids,
my
I
family. You can
mean
be-
no kids. I don't care if they 80 years old in a nursing home and they getting ready to and they
Shot,
in
F them
hospice.
kids.
No kids. No kids. No kids. No kids.
So you can't even talk to no nigga.
No.
You
can't
hold
do
on. You've
nothing,
never
Shot.
hold on. You never had sex with a guy that had kids. Be
Son.
honest. Be honest.
Yeah,
Right
look,
now.
why
in
you
a
smiling like that?
relationship.
Why you smiling?
What
Why
else are
smiling
you
like
good
that?
for?
Yeah,
Then
but-
what else are you
but
good
So
for?
you have
But
hold on,
you just
wait,
misholding
wait,
it down.
wait, hold on,
In the
wait,
past.
Oh, man, let's
hold
throw
on.
this thing out
So
of
you
here,
have
In the past.
So
In the past.
yeah, hold on, wait.
It is
So
in
how
the
you supposed
past.
to believe you God fearing now? You was out there, you know
In
what I
the
mean?
past. PAST.
So why can't somebody else?
past.
Everybody has a past.
Everybody has a
then.
past.
Yes,
His
but-
kids is from the past.
But I don't have to accept somebody's past if I choose not to. The same
Right.
way if a man meets me, right?
Uh-huh.
And say if a man meets me, he's like, I want a woman who's a virgin. I'm not. That might have been my past. Celibacy and being a virgin is two different things.
Absolutely.
When
You know that.
I do not live in the land of delusion. I am not expecting for a man to accept me as I am. If he don't want to, he don't want to. And that's fine.
Right.
Whatever his standards are, whatever his preferences, whatever his criteria is, he has the right to have that. And if I don't fit it, I don't fit it. I don't feel no type of way. Because you shouldn't bend what you want from me. Who am I?
So you shouldn't. So you will have sex with a guy that has kids.
I wouldn't do it now. For what? I shouldn't have done it then. I for damn sure wouldn't do it now. Cause I know you fertile. I'm trying to avoid them problems. I'ma keep it a buck. You asked me in the past, have I done? Yeah, but it's pointless because I'm not gonna take you serious. I'm not gonna take you
So
serious.
you never had no pointless joints. Like,
I'm not gonna
course
take
you
you
did.
the
serious.
one point is to have
I'm not
sex.
gonna take you. I'm not gonna take you. And you have a lot of men. Not all, but you have men
wasn't
who,
on point when
if
he
they don't
was with
got
you, like,
kids
right.
and they don't want to deal with a woman with kids, they'll smash a woman with kids. But
Right.
it's not gonna be anything more.
That
than
was me for me for a long time.
And it doesn't matter who's doing it. It doesn't matter whether I'm doing it. It's wrong.
Right.
If you know it's not gonna go anywhere, it's just best to leave the person alone.
All right, I'm gonna give you one more.
Shot. No kids. She don't care.
No, I
right?
don't
Let
care.
her stay in
No,
her
listen.
world, man.
One more. This is one more, and you probably heard it all, right? You fuck with this nigga. Y'all in a relationship for some time. He pops the question. Y'all love each other. Whatever the case may be. Y'all get married,
And he finds out he has a child.
and he finds out.
So I don't believe in divorce. I will file for legal separation. I didn't sign up to be a stepmother. I married
Oh,
you.
wow.
I married you.
Listen,
I married you.
let the old maid
I
be
married
old
you under the
story.
assumption that you had no children. And if I have no kids and you have no kids, if we have a child, right? As a wife, my joy would be being able to give you your firstborn. Whether you knew or you didn't, that you took that from me. Whether you knew or you didn't, you took that from me. I don't get to give you your firstborn no more because you don't get into this whack ass bitch. So no,
So
you're gonna
you-
file for legal separation.
So you
know,
can't have any compassion. So he's supposed to live his life separated from someone that doesn't want to be with him anymore. You're not gonna be his wife. You're gonna let him stay in his misery because of his
if you
past.
have one conversation with me, it doesn't take long to know the type of person that I am.
Right.
So if I'm telling you I don't want a man with kids, what makes you think that you finding out you got a baby is gonna change my criteria?
He
If
went to DR and had a baby by mistake.
I don't. How you have
And then 20
You had a
years
baby.
later, 20 years later, he come, oh, Poppy, this is your son.
I need you to fill out. I need you to fill out this form and put your signature and date right here.
He's not gonna fill it out. Then what happens?
You can still. There's ways around
Shot,
it.
she don't believe in
I will
divorce.
move
She'll
out.
be sitting.
All right,
I
so
will move out.
all right, let's,
I don't want no
all
man
right,
with no child,
so-
and I'm not
works.
gonna bend.
All right, so
Well, it works.
with her
I'm
saying
not gonna
that,
accept the child. Why would I even waste my time?
Right.
Why you at my door?
with
Why I
her,
see your big ass head on my ring doorbell? Skedaddle. Shoe fly, don't bother me.
so all right. We already know her stance is
No.
strong, it's thick, it's
That's so
strong,
strong.
it's like strong.
Listen.
Let me say this. I dated a guy with kids. I always said I would never date a man with kids, and I had a long list of why I wouldn't do it. But I said, you know what? You cannot until you try it. Every single reason on my list, I proved myself right. On top of the fact that if you're with somebody, right, you want to come first. If you're dating somebody who has a child, you will never come first. Why would I come second? Why? Why would I put you first, but I'll come second? That's not fair. Right then and there, we're unequally yoked. Right. It's not fair for me to put you first, but then I don't have that same priority in your life. So it's best that we go our separate ways. It doesn't make no sense. The only way that you can date somebody with kids is if you're okay with coming second. Not me.
You like animals?
I don't got no pets. I don't even got to go fish.
No pets? No.
No.
All right.
Now,
So
I like National Geographic and watching the owls. Call, you know.
So
know
you
that.
ain't gonna be a cat lady.
No, I don't like cats. I don't have any
So
pets.
I don't know what's going on.
All right.
I don't know,
I
man.
think that people don't understand that you can. Some people, right? Most people want companionship, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's human nature. It
I'm
can
about
be-
to say, isn't that human nature?
It can be in the context.
Sun, moon, and
It
stars,
can be.
man, woman,
It can
child,
be
like-
in the context of a relationship, or it can be just having friends and family around. So a
That's
form of
true, too.
companionship. It doesn't have to be a relationship. People don't really grasp the concept of being able to be single and being happy and being at peace. With me, right? My goal is to have peace. I have peace. I have peace. There are people in relationships who don't have peace. There are people who are married that don't have peace. People who have kids and they don't have peace. I have
That's
peace.
true.
And as long as I have peace, that is all that matters. I could get into a relationship and all my peace could go
All right,
out
so
the window.
you-
and Lord knows how long it will take me to gain that that level of peace back.
so we can look at you and say you're a God-fearing woman.
I try. I struggle like everybody else, but I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm
right,
trying.
Listen,
All right.
everybody has different views. I understand where you come from. That's you know. Some people like
People
the
are
journey
gonna
of
do-
life.
People are gonna do.
Some people like the journey of life. They like the ups and downs.
No,
You know what I mean?
I
That-
like a straight road.
You gotta live to know you're alive. You know what I mean? So
Right.
Black people's idea of living life is how
black
much
people,
you
black
failed.
People, black people. Nah,
and
it ain't just failing. It's everything.
Which community
It's
is doing the
everything.
worst?
It's everything.
Which
that's
community's
come on.
doing
That's
the
come on.
worst?
That's a whole nother. That has nothing.
Which
That's a
community
whole
is doing
nother-
the worst?
We're
Which
designed to do the
which-
worst. We was brought here to do the worst. We're not gonna go through all that. There's no point in all that. That's pointless.
What are
That's
niggas
pointless.
what are niggas
That's
great at
pointless.
doing? Making what?
What do you
Excuses.
mean? The whole system is designed for us to be in a certain
doesn't
way.
matter what the system
Come
is
on,
designed for,
man.
so-
Come on, man.
The system
we got
is-
liquor
the
stores and
the
Chinese
system-
restaurants on every corner for a reason. We have builders and project builders, and we on top of each other for a
supports
reason.
who supports
Everything's
those
for a
Chinese
reason.
restaurants?
Come
Who
on,
support
man.
the businesses that come
Everything's
into the
for a
black community
reason.
that we complain about? Who supports them and gives them money? If we stop giving them money, they wouldn't be there in the first place.
Listen.
The black community has a big problem with accountability.
A lot of times we
if
can't
you
even
stop
get.
buying Chinese
we have
food,
mayors
the
that's
Chinese food
listen,
store it would close,
listen,
right? The
my
restaurant would close, correct?
Listen, the
They
old
can't-
mayor and
no
my
business can function without money. If black people stop going to non-black owned businesses in their communities, those businesses will have to up and move.
What if they're
Am I
not even
lying?
selling? What if they're not even? That's not true.
Thank
What if they're
you.
not even selling the space to black people in that community?
So what? Online
mean, so
shopping.
what?
You
So
have
how-
black.
no,
You have
I'm just
black-owned
saying in
businesses
general, so you
online.
can't-
There's
when you say
always
that,
a
it's
way.
things
Other
that
communities
happens.
find a way to support themselves. Black people can do the same thing. We just choose not to, and then complain about it.
Nah.
All right. So
We could do
can
better.
go
We just
ahead,
choose
yeah.
not to.
Oh, people in general could do better. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I'm talking about niggas because I'm black.
Absolutely.
I don't care what other people are
Absolutely.
doing.
right. So to her point, what do you get out of being in a relationship with someone that has a maternal child?
With me, it's not about what do you get out of it, what do you benefit for it. That's not how I look at it. It's a family.
Right.
At the end of the day, and that's how I was raised. That's how my big mama was. My grandma, I don't care. All her sons and uncles, girlfriends, kids, whoever. It's a loving community. I was raised with love. So at the end of the day, with me, I got blood that I don't deal with. I have blood I don't even like or I don't deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, with me, it's about what makes me happy. I'm not looking with my hand out saying, I'm benefiting from this, I'm benefiting for that. My happiness, maybe these people make me happy. They say the right things, they do the right things, they hug me, they look at me a certain way. That's what life is about. For me, life is about relationships. And it doesn't matter where them relationships come from. They don't have to just come from blood. You know how much blood I'll never step foot in their house or deal with or talk to? Blood could be poisonous. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's not about just, oh, I gain this, I gain that. I have a family. I have love. My life is different. You know what I'm saying? So my hand is not out. I'm not looking to it, oh, will you benefit this, that, and the third? And guess what? If it all was to crumble, I'll be fine. I'll have another family, another situation, another whatever it is. I'm just living. I'm living my life. I'm here. I'm good. I don't all that, oh, you did this to get that and what, that don't mean nothing to me. At the end of the day, like, we here. I'm here for life in this journey. I'm happy. I'm having fun. I'm living.
How many black
Period.
women, when they don't have no kids, they don't want a good man, they want to run around and throw pussy, and then after they have a baby by the wrong man, now all of a sudden the nigga that they paid no attention to when they were childless, they want to spin the block and they want him to step up and be a stepdaddy.
What that
But they
gotta do
didn't.
with
But they.
anything? I'm trying to figure out what I got to
am
do
I
with
lying?
anything.
You got a lot of women. You could have had a good man. You didn't want him because he was a cornball. You go, you mess around with a bozo, have a baby by the bozo, and after you have a baby by the bozo, now all of a sudden you want to spin the block to the nigga that you didn't want to begin with. There are, and I'm not saying all, but there are a lot of single mothers who go after weak men.
Right. So a
lot of women will tell you all day, oh, being a stepdaddy is honorable. And a lot of them, they know damn well that man ain't gonna get nothing out of it. They know damn well that they can up and leave, take half of his income, get alimony, depending on if they are able to swindle him into legally adopting the children. They can put him on child support. In certain states, you don't even have to have the man legally adopt him. If you can prove that he played a father figure role, you can put that man on child support. When men decide to take on responsibilities that are not theirs, they're taking a very big risk. I do not, me personally, because I can only speak for me, I do not see how it's worth it. When women are usually the ones that leave the relationships. Imagine getting into a relationship with a woman, she got a child, you become attached to the child, then she up and leave, knowing you got an attachment to that child. And then she look at you and say, you're not your kid, no way.
Gut punch.
Women do it all the time. I'm not saying all women do it, but a lot of women do it, and they don't have no problem doing it. If you're going to take a risk on your own first and foremost. Now, I don't think that there's anything wrong with a married couple adopting children out of the foster kid system. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I could probably make an exception for widows or widowers. Would I date a widower? Hell no. I don't want no man with no kids. But if someone was to decide to do it because the father, they were married, he or she did it the right way, the person passed away, that's not their fault. That's fine. In order for, and I'm talking about step parents, period, but I'm harping more so on stepdads because women always talking about stepdaddy season. Right? Most black women, in order for you to be a widow, you would have had to gotten married in the first place. Even if I was to switch it and say, okay, if the woman is a widow and the man wants to be, he wants to step into that child's life, that's fine. People would still be pissed. Oh, well, why you gotta be a widow? Why she had to get married? You don't gotta have to get married. No way I put it. I could put it a million different ways. People will still find a problem with it.
All right.
Love is a feeling. Feelings change.
Right.
And women can be very finicky.
Any last words on this subject, Javon?
Go stepdads.
Whoa, Shatek.